Welcome to a tutorial that will introduce you to some of the best practices and tools for creating line art. If you open up this file, or you opening up this file in Illustrator, if you want your workspace to look like mine, I have only from window, not gone with the default workspace. I've only opened up properties, layers, color, and swatches, and I pulled them so they're not clustered into one tab. I pulled them apart just because I want to have them front and center when I go through some things. So you can see that the layers, there are currently just two layers in this file. The bottom one is locked and it's the reference image. So that's what you're going to be using as your guide when you build out with these tools. So you're going to be in this layer here. I want to call to your attention that I currently have no fill and I have a black stroke, and that black stroke is set to 4 points. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I do this in stages, and I want to walk you through so that you can just develop a better understanding of how things can be built pretty quickly. I'm going to get to the line segment tool, which exists underneath the stack of tools that will present as the rectangle tool. You can right click and get down to the line segment tool. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this down. I'm going to make a line here, and I'm not going to copy. I'm not going to make another one, because what I want to do is I want to do Command or Control C, Command or Control F. So it's right on top of the original one. I'm going to flip it, and then holding down Shift so I can make sure that this goes straight along the path, I'll move it to there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit M to get to the rectangle tool, and I'm going to create a shape like this. Then I'm going to get into the direct selection tool so these internal nodes show up, and I'm just going to pull them in to make them kind of round. And then at this point, I'm going to select those objects, go to my Pathfinder, holding down Option or Alt in PC, and just click on those to strike them out. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to the line tool, and I'm going to make a line, holding down my Shift so it goes straight across. Then I'm going to hold down my mouse, sweep over all those items, go to my shape builder, and now I'm just going to hold down Option or Alt on a PC and click to remove those areas. Oh, there and there. And you have to remember to hold down that key. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to deselect everything. I'm going to get to my curvature tool, and I'm going to go down here approximately to the middle, click, wake it up, make one little node, and I'm just going to pull it down like that. And then you can hold down your Command or Control key to get out of that thing, or just get back to your selection tool. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get to my ellipse tool, and I'm going to create something that looks like it's probably pretty good. Maybe I might. And since we don't have a stroke on this shape, you have to kind of select it right at its right on a stroke area. So I'm going to say that's pretty good. Okay. And then I'm going to create the bubble top. I'm just going to create kind of a bubble shape here, and I'm going to get my selection tool so I can kind of drag it around here. It needs to be a little smaller, maybe a little bit smaller there. That's close enough. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that top rounded, this little element here. I'm going to hold down my Shift to select just these two items. And now I'm going to go to my shape builder. And because I only selected those two items, it will quickly allow me to hold down my Option or Alt and hover over this, get rid of this, get rid of this, and get rid of this. And now to make the straw, I don't want to make it hard on myself. I don't want to have to establish an angle. So first I'm going to make a straight straw here. I'm going to make it a little bit longer. And then I'm going to get back L to get to that ellipse tool. And I may zoom up just a little bit, because why not? I'm going to create an ellipse here. And again, I don't ever do something twice that the computer could do for me. Maybe I'll make this a little bit more of a wider straw here. There. I never do something that the computer can do perfectly for me. So I'm going to do Command or Control C, Command or Control F, so it's right on top. Holding down, holding Shift, I can scoot it down to here. And now all I need to do is hold on my mouse, sweep over those elements, and I get to my Shape Builder tool, holding down Option or Alt. Click here to get rid of these. Click down here to get rid of these. And then make sure you group these as well. Command or Control G, like goat. And then let's go down a little bit, get this out of the way. I've got my tools in the way, I apologize. And now I can bring it in here. And by hovering at a corner, you can see I get this little bending arrow, which means I can bend it. So now I can bend it like this. And then the last thing I have to do is create another little circle for where that area is open. I'm going to hover over it to tip it a little bit. And then I'm going to put it in place. Maybe I'll make it a little bit wider here. And then I'm going to hide my work to take a look. It looks like I need to subtract this area of intersecting things. So I will now, oh wait, there's something else too. Oh yeah, I've got to delete this line here and this line here. So I'm going to wake up my art. I'm going to hold down my mouse, sweep over those elements, get to my Shape Builder tool. I'm going to hold down Option or Alt and boom, trim that out, and boom, trim that out. So now that you've got that built, let's hide the reference image. You can sweep over this now, and you can, oh, I think maybe I got rid of this one here too. I think I need to get rid of this thing here too. Hold down Option there. Now that it's still all selected, I'm still in the Shape Builder. Oops, whoops, oh, I was in that tool. Select everything and get back into the Shape Builder tool, which is kind of my preferred thing. I like coloring with it. And I can hover over here. Oops, that's not intersecting, so I'm going to have to make sure that this, for some reason, is not, there's a little bit of a space there. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that, maybe I'll make that a little bit more. I need to definitely make sure that that's intersecting so that that sees it as a separate shape. Let's see that if that did that. I select everything again, get to the Shape Builder, and let's go to a color, and yes, there. And maybe go with the darker color here. Now that's funny. Shape Builder, it should be letting me do that. That's interesting. Well, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole too much, but just make sure that you have your shapes together. And in fact, if we were to select everything now and go to Object and Expand, it's going to expand fills and strokes. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to do it one more time. Sometimes it needs it. Oh, looks like it did it. And then I'm going to go to my Shape Builder, down to my Pathfinder, and I'm going to go to Merge. And I want to show you something. If I go to the outline view, see it's kind of got like a double stroke in that area. If I select my artwork, oops, I got to Command A. If I go to Command A and I go down here and I ask it to merge, it should merge common colors, which is what it did. See, that'll do that again. It was like this before. Okay. Edit. Okay. Now if we go down to Pathfinder and we want it to, there, nice and clean, all these shapes. Now let's go back to the outline view again, or the preview, I'm sorry. And now when you select this, you should be able to get into your Shape Builder tool, and you've got, yes, okay. So you could go to color this. So this is just a quick tutorial to get you acquainted with some of the ways you can quickly build out things in Adobe Illustrator.